Green Arrow issue 3, written by Benjamin Percy. Art's now changed to Jean E. Ferreira. If I'm saying that remotely right, probably not.
And nothing against this guy, but he's no Otto Schmidt.
See, obviously they're very different, right? But I actually really like the art in this book.
See, there's nothing wrong with it. I like the Sean Murphy-esque, liney, gritty, that Schmidt brings to it. I feel it not compels. What the hell was that about? It lines up well with this version of Green Arrow.
See, I get you saying that, but I might like this a bit more than Schmidt.
Ah, Pete.
No. See, the thing is, I think this is very good. And if this had been all 3 issues, I'd say, yeah, this was really good.
Yeah.
But after Schmidt, it feels like a bit of a step down.
I'll never feels like a step down to me.
I think it's a sidestep. I definitely think it's, those familiar with sports, it's like a stutter step to where you're not losing any ground, but it's just not the same. You're not going forward.
Yeah.
I thought the art in this was great. Like, I really liked it. I loved the sense of movement that was constantly there. Love the colours, as some of them. I mean, that's always been good anyway. Like, I'm not dissing the previous art. I mean, you heard me praise Schmidt, repeatedly. I
just think it's a personal taste thing. Also, the coloring here, it's very Manipul-esque. Like,
is it the same colorist?
I don't think so. If it is, that makes the art look different. You know what I mean? Because this art's a lot cleaner, too. Is what I think is what. Not what messes with me, but
yeah, I love the art. I actually think this is the best issue since the Rebirth issue. I like this more than the last two.
No, I think it's about the same. I would say I like it more or less.
Because I think the opening of him like breaking into the Queen Tower building.
Yeah, I did really like that heist scene.
I loved that. Everything about that, the movement from every panel, the way that it told the story. Like through everything, like as he's breaking out of the elevator shaft, and like each part of it's like sort of building upon itself. I felt the movement the entire time, and I really loved that. It made it feel really exciting to me. Meantime, we build up the villains a little bit. Diggle's investigating.
I didn't get that as Diggle. Like, I knew it was supposed to be Diggle, but this does not look like the Diggle we saw in the last issue. That was part of the problem I had with the art.
It's maybe just expected when you've got a change of artist, I guess.
I guess, but
I do know what you mean. The character should still be instantly recognizable as the same character. You shouldn't have to think about it.
I don't have that problem with anyone else, though. Everyone else.
No, exactly. Diggle was the only one that I had issue with. So, but no, I like the whole Ninth Circle stuff, and that the guy running it is Dante, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a pretty cool touch. Yeah. And then Virgil, another one. Another famous old school writer, who wrote the Aeneid, right?
Well, it's Dante's brother, right?
I think so.
In that story, like Dante's brother's Virgil, like that's the whole thing.
Yeah. So there was all that little stuff, and Broderick and his creepy arrow-looking mask.
Yeah, he's got his mask and all his evil plot and all that. I like Black Canary's like investigating stuff. I loved that when like Oliver jumps out the window in the building and then he turns the page and Black Canary's like questioning that guy at the docks. Yeah. You can see the explosion out the window in the skyline in the background. I really liked that.
It was a nice touch.
It was a really nice transitional touch.
And here's my thing too. How big is this Inferno boat? We talked about it last time.
Oh, it's huge.
Do you know what the worst thing is? Last week or last issue, I thought it was like a submersible thing.
Yeah.
Where it was like, it goes down and up. No, it's not, is it? No. It's like a fucking island.
Yeah, I mentioned how big it was last time, didn't I? I was like...
Yeah, but the way that they drew it, it looked like it was popping up out of nowhere, not like they came up on it. So here, when I see how big it is compared to a container ship, which I don't know if you guys have seen container ships up close.
Yeah.
But they're massive, so they do a good job at showing the scale. Of this issue.
See, I never got that last time. I just got that it was this big before. So
see that, I really thought it was like a submersible thing before, where it pops up out of the water, and that's why it doesn't get seen.
Yeah,
but it doesn't seem like that this time. It looks like it is just there.
Like I'm getting Red Skull vibes from Dante. I don't know if it's just because he's grotesque looking.
Actually, Joe, I'm getting Nemesis from Resident Evil 3 vibes, and
Oh, there you go.
if anyone's
Oh,
played
sure.
Resident Evil 3 and knows what Nemesis looks like, it's Nemesis in a three-piece suit, which is really weird,
Yeah.
really weird. But
But again, this is what Ben Percy does. Is he takes storylines that when you try to explain them seem like insane. Like here, we're gonna have a dude with a melted face named Dante, and he runs this group called Inferno, and they live out on this like floating island in the middle of the ocean, and they're gonna frame Oliver Queen and stuff. And I'm like thinking about it, I was like, that makes no sense. But as you're reading it, you're kind of like, okay, I like where this is going.
It just works when you read it,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
yeah,
Oh yeah, it's like Oliver in the last run becoming a werewolf. Why? Because
Just
he had a
does.
story he wanted to tell about a werewolf disease. You know. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I did enjoy it. Like Green Arrow's been very enjoyable. I don't think it's in my top 5 that I'm getting from DC right now, but it is still very enjoyable.
there's more fun action sequences as well when he gets down onto like when Green Arrow gets down onto the street and Shadow's chasing him. Like everything on the bus and like all the speed lines of everything moving past. Like you really get a sense of the movement again, and I really like all that stuff. But the issue ends because Black Canary's like tracked, or she's like hidden the boat that takes stuff out to Inferno, and Emmy like points it out, and she's like, "Oh, we can use me and her as bait." And like, given the last issue, I thought she intentionally put a tracker on Oliver.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, like, is she still secretly a good guy? Like, what's going on here? Like,
I think so.
I think so too, but no, it was a good cliffhanger, and I think
Because
it's
if they send Shadow out there, Shadow's going to kill Dinah,
yeah.
right?
I like how
If they
she was
send
just
Emmy,
stood on it though, like on the front
Yeah.
of the ship.
yeah.
Oh, it's a badass pose. She's like,
But how long has she been in that pose?
Since she left, just to be ready,
yeah, she's
she knows how to make an entrance.
just up there, like she's like Titanic. She just wants to be up there and like posing on the edge of the ship.
Hey, she's the queen of the world, all right?
Clearly.
Yeah. No, I really like that. That was probably my favorite issue of Green Arrow yet. Maybe tying with the Rebirth issue.